In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Detroit Lions and the Las Vegas Raiders. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air is Richardson. Jump off, caught by his back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
60 Bobcats, 60.
On first down, it's Richardson. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now they face second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Richardson to throw again. Completed to his running back. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead right away. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. Free inside the 30. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions finish off their opening drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Lions respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. By a man, he's in the clear. Has a hole left, room to run. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders take the lead on the first play of the drive. Carlson now to add one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
14, Lions 7.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
The kickoff for Las Vegas.
And And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. It is caught left side. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Ross St. Brown, the intended receiver. So now they have 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
They're going play action. That one complete to St. Brown. And he goes out. Just need one more step there to reach midfield.
Gain of 6.
6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
It's a gain of 6. First down is
Straight ahead with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. He's going to throw it. Screen here for Gibbs. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders side of the field.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, kid, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Nearly an interception on that play, and that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Fox in punt formation for the Lions.
And that is how you pin a team deep. That hits and careens out of bounds at the 3. First call here coming from the shotgun. A give now from the gun. He's brought down, and that was close, Brock. Maybe a yard away from surrendering 2 points, but the stop did come outside the goal line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up.
And that's going to be a safety. You know, generally down around your own end zone, you're thinking less of driving the length of the field. Initially, you're just trying to buy some space and prevent a safety.
This is called situational football. You work on it all through training camp, right? It's not just a 2-minute drill. This can be equally important. Just get that first down. Just get out of the shadow of your own goal line. Well, the defense wasn't having it.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
2nd and 9.
He's going to throw this one. Go left side, St. Brown has it. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. On the 40-yard line there, this is 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Lions.
They're going to throw out of the gun. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. He's hoping to get it to Isaac Teslaw there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Gibbs now from the gun. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions have a single-point lead in the first. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions take a slam 2-point lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
Got it. Ready?
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Hot 70. Hot. Ready?
Going back, it's the handoff. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Hits his running back. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. Our score, 16-14. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. And from their own side of midfield here, they're going to punt rather than go for it. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. And that one falls incomplete. Oh, would have been a great catch. Shows a great effort. That brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw. Connects on one with Jamison Williams. They don't get the stop until he reaches that 25-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
The Lions, 1st down. It's a gain of 10.
Pass play
The
now.
Lions, 1st down.
Underneath, it's Gibbs. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Dive up the middle. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. 3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Has him on the quick hitter. We got the football clock, but not the first. That's not just shy of the marker. 4th down. Jack Fox on to punt.
It's 4th down.
And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line.
Hold it ready.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. They'll give left side. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 32 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
Ready.
Play action. It's Richardson. Cut out left. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
40-yard line.
Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Into double coverage. Ooh, we don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5. Right up next to that line of gain. 3rd and lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Pickup of 2 here. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
2 yards on the play.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
38 yards on the play. 1st down, Lions.
Taken in by Williams outright. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And the Lions have a 1st down.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down.
Working inside the red zone. Dumped off to his running back. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Now the Lions calling timeout. They're first. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
At the Raiders' 8-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. This one's caught. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 2.
Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and goal, Detroit.
They are throwing it again. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Has it in close. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions will add to their lead at the end of the half. All right, so this solid 1st half continues from Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions push the lead to 2 scores now. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. 1st down throw here from Richardson. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
This is a heater going deep. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. Anthony Gould waiting to receive. And he got under this one, but it's going nowhere, almost straight up into the air. And that return brings us to the end of our first 2 quarters of play. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
On the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Brought down right at the
him doing on the last run? It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards. And that is good for a Detroit first down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On first down, it's Gibbs. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Fits it through the middle. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
Lions 29. Raiders 14.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Go!
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And downfield, he's got it. That's Dobbs. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
A gain of 61 yards.
Hurry, hurry!
Offense in the hurry up here.
Press on, ladies!
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
It's a design run for Richardson. Hit behind the line. That ball's loose. And it looks like the offense was there to recover it. They're inside the 5. Only one on the carry, so that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 3.
19, Tiger, 19.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And he's encouraged out of bounds behind the line. That's going to go down as a sack.
Brings up 3rd
Need a
down
touchdown
and
here as they line up for 3rd and goal.
Dragon, ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge hit in return for that defense.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
And the Lions
Chased out to his right. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Lions parlay the interception into points.
Pretty cool moment. That is the first rushing score of his young career. Look, I'm not going to say it's the first of many. We just don't know in this league. But I do know that's a confidence builder for this entire offense when your quarterback can score using his legs as well.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions grow the lead now to 22 points.
Raiders 14.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Sean Murphy butting in to pick it off. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Detroit.
I got to imagine this defense right now has got some kind of tell on this quarterback. He's either giving it away with his eyes or his feet. Interception on the previous drive, and this defense once again jumping all over him.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. After the pick, Richardson back to the air. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And the Las Vegas first.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Called in. Again, it's Bowers. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, we've got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this one.
And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Downfield is fine. St. Brown gets it to the 15. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions continue piling on to this lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Richardson fumbled it. The Lions get to it. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Lions lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions tack on 7 more to their lead.
Raiders 22.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Hill now to return it. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on him.
And they're on 17-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. First down play, that's a 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Raiders football, but really just counting down the moments at this point. This game's gotten out of hand. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And the slide he goes after a gain of close to 5 block. That will bring up 3rd down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
This does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Has his man. It stops. They come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Full momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that effort yields him about 3 yards there. 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back-to-back carries here. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis and that run support.
And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
You know, they call the having the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd down. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He's running with it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You know, before the snap, you know, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Richardson on 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Here we go, shot. Cowboy 80.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st.
10 at the 26-yard line.
It's a design keeper. It's Richardson.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
They draw it up for him. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Well-designed run. Here's Richardson. So the Lions get the win on the road. Well, quite the streak of wins that they have ripped off as of late, Brock, and that continues this week.
Is my math right? Is that 5?
Swag when I serve, now I be surfing swag. I'm on him now.